Hello everyone, it's Eric here, and today we're going to be putting on some foil and talking about some predictions for the upcoming reveals for Warhammer the Old World in the next upcoming event. The name escapes me at the moment. I'm sorry, WarhammerDay 2023. So I think it's interesting that even before the event, they have already unveiled a Bretonnian banner bearer on foot. So this is the first time we've seen Bretonnian knight on foot in a very, very, very long time. So it's interesting to see, and it leads me to believe that there's going to be more knights on foot. This isn't just going to be a single thing, because what unit would this knight be a part of? Would he? I can't imagine he'd be joining a unit of men at arms or peasants or commoners. He'd probably be joining other knights on foot. I mean, it only makes sense. I don't even think they can join commoners. So yeah, and I just wanted to comment on this model, and I think it looks really good. I really love how they accented the red and the black with the yellow and the white, and it's really striking. I don't know if this scheme would work without the white or the yellow. It'd just be too dark in my opinion, but I think they made it work. And I like how it really reads as classical Warhammer fantasy. They didn't go too crazy. It has all the iconic design language, and they made a fleur-de-lis with the sword in the center. That's pretty clever, and that dragon looks just like the iconography on the original knight kits, and it looks really good. And I think it's interesting to see that this head was one of the three rendered heads that was revealed quite a while ago. So now at this time we've already seen all three of these rendered heads on resin miniature form previews already. So this head came in the form of the paladin on foot. This head came in the form of the banner bearer on horseback, and now the third head is coming in the form of the banner bearer. So at this point we've basically seen all three of those heads, and now this leads me to believe that what's next to be revealed, and what's probably going to be revealed at the Warhammer Day 2023, is either more knights on foot, which is what these arms belong to, or we're going to see a Tomb King's character, some kind of leech character that uses these kind of more exotic weapons. And I think you can tell it's more of a leech character as opposed to like a skeleton, because he actually has some semblance of skin. It's not just bones, because if it was a skeleton man, there'd be more delineation in between individual bones, but we see kind of some connective tissue in between the fingers. So there's some form of like a mummified hand holding these weapons. So yeah, I think there's going to be characters, and I think there's going to be resin, because looks like there's a lot of very intricate undercuts and very subtle kind of shapes and volumes that I think would be very difficult to make in plastic, but I could be wrong. It's a little early to tell. And of course, I also think they're probably or possibly going to be showing off the new Bretonnian Pegasus character. And I've heard it said quite a bit that this is going to be bundled with a unit or a battalion of other Bretonnian units that have already been around for a while, like the Men-at-Arms and Knights of the Realm and Knights Errant and Pegasus Knights, and I think that's all the plastic kits they have. But so I think this will be bundled with that, and if they show this, I think they're going to show the box sets that are going to come with the starter box sets for Warhammer the Old World. So I think it's either going to be another character, most likely Tomb Kings or Bretonnian Knights on foot, or they're going to show the full boxed bundle. Personally, I think they're just going to show just like one more character, since they've already showed this guy. I think that sets a precedent that they're going to just show another Tomb King's character most likely, and then we're gonna have to wait even longer for an official announcement for the release of the starter boxed sets. But I mean, I hope I'm wrong. I was wrong about when I said before that it's taking too long, and are they even gonna reveal anything? But it seems like they are, and I'm just impatient. So I think that that's very likely the case, and I'm very happy to see this new character. I really like the direction of where they're taking it. It's just reads so much like the original line. They're not adding to it. They're not interpreting it in a weird way. And I think we really see how a 25 millimeter base on this kind of character really can work and is of a benefit, because he has a really big old banner, and I feel like if this was on a regular 20 millimeter base, it would be leaning over, and if he ever went on any kind of a diagonal surface, he would fall over, and he would just fall over on any horizontal surface. But because he has a bigger base, it works. So I know some people are divided about the base sizes. Some people think they look better on the original 20s. Some people think they look better on the 25. I mean, I think in any kind of formal military regiment, the spacing would be somewhat dynamic. It would possibly change whether they're marching or in formation, or depending on what weapons they have. But the game designers need to keep things consistent across the line and the range and for the rules. So they kind of have to just pick. They need to pick a size and then keep it consistent. I think that makes sense. Maybe you could argue that some units should just stay on 20 millimeter, like really small infantry, like Noblars or Night Goblins or things like that, and everything else can go on 25. And then your toughness 4 characters can go on 30 millimeter. But we'll see what they do, and that's why I'm holding off on basing my own stuff. Yeah, I'm really excited, and I'm just really excited to see square bases again. I know some people think everything looks better on a circular base, but I would disagree. I think the square base is very much the yin to the circular base's yang. It's just a nice contrast, and I think it really, I don't know, I like it. Maybe it's just rose-colored glasses and nostalgia, but I like the square base. It just feels a bit more formal to me. It feels like it really ranks up with a bigger unit formally, and I like it. I don't even know if I can fully articulate why I like it so much, but yeah, it's a nice contrast. It's nice to see something different than the circular base we're all so used to. And this hasn't been around in years, and I feel like people coming into the hobby are going to be like, square bases? Models used to be on square bases? I never knew that. I thought they were always on circular bases. But GW's had a history of all kinds of crazy bases. They've had, I think, hexagonal bases, circular, who knows what other kind of shapes they've had. But these have been my predictions for the event. I know there's going to be previews for 40k, Age of Sigmar, and Kill Team. I'm not so much interested in these other two, and I don't know what they're going to do for 40k. Hopefully it's Catachans. I'm always hoping for new Catachans, but I don't know. They're going to do it eventually. They're going to have to do it eventually. I mean, they've already updated a lot of things. I think they need to either update Eldar, like striking scorpions and the flying guys, or new Catachans, or Tank Busted. If they did that, I'd be very happy, but who knows what they're going to do. Maybe they'll unveil a new faction or something, but I don't know. Probably not. Well, this has been my 2 cents and predictions for the event. Let me know what your predictions are and what you think of what I said in the comments below. And if you like my content, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.